Okay, hello everybody. There's somebody coming in, letting them in right now. Okay, hello and welcome to our very first coach mentorship call. So we have 4 of these calls and they happen every Wednesday at noon Central Standard Time. We will record them all so that you have the opportunity to go back, because we know this first month of coaching, sometimes there's a lot of information and you can feel like, oh, there's so much to learn. So you will have access to go back to these calls and rewatch them as you need. If you feel like you just need a refresher, or you just didn't get it, or you weren't able to catch it live, whatever the case might be, you have access to them long term. Today is going to be super simple. We're just going to talk about your journey, how to get started, and what you should be focusing on this month of October in order to set your business up for success. The biggest thing I'll tell you is don't worry about being perfect. Don't worry about learning it all. Take very imperfect, very messy action right from the start. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So we'll pull up and share a screen, and then I'll go over quickly the agenda, and then Raquel will kick us off with the most important piece of the business. So what we're going to cover today, can everybody see the slides okay?
Maybe.
Yep. Yes? Okay, perfect. Make sure Zoom isn't hating us today. Okay, awesome. And you have the option at the bottom of the screen. You'll also see a chat bar option. If you have questions as we go through this, please feel free to chat them, put them in the chat box. You'll also have time at the end to do a Q&A. So we're going to talk first and foremost about mindset. That is without a doubt the most important piece, both in your personal and professional life as you go through. And so we're going to kick off and talk about that. And then we're going to dive into the vital behaviors, meaning what tangible actions should you be taking on a daily basis in order to have success your first month, but more importantly, to set a foundation of successful habits that's going to carry you through your business long-term speaking. And then we're going to chat, what do I need to accomplish in October to make sure that I'm hitting the mark, I'm starting strong, and I'm setting my business off for good momentum in the future. All right, let's get started.
All right, so first things first, we're going to talk about mindset, because that is a huge piece. Part of what we do as coaches is obviously our health and fitness, but we also work on becoming the best person we can be, and that starts with our mindset. So I truly believe everybody that is on this call and joined us this month, it's for a reason. It just didn't happen. It wasn't just a coincidence. You were here for a divine purpose. But I know when you start something new, whether it's a new job or you try something new for the first time, start a new business like you are here, you might have a little bit of fear. That's normal. So if you're anxious, excited, but a little bit nervous, let me just calm your fears and tell you we all start that way. And something that you might be thinking is, can I do this? Okay, so if you've thought that, I just want you to know we have all thought that. But I want you to just make the switch of not can I do this, but am I willing to do what it takes? Because I'm here to tell you, you absolutely can do this. I joke all the time. My daughter is 9 years old and I could teach her how to do this business. So it's not a matter of this is so difficult and so challenging. Yes, there's going to be things to learn along the way. Yes, you won't know it all. And yes, we're just going to ask you to just start taking action and we learn as we go. But at the end of it, this is a simple business. So you absolutely can. It's just, are you willing to do what it takes? So first things first, I want you to realize, why am I here? Okay, why did you say yes to this opportunity? What about this business intrigued you? And I really want you to get clear on, what do you want to achieve? And a lot of people in the beginning, because we said it too, is I just really want to help people. I want to help people feel good, feel healthy, and feel good in their skin again, because I felt so good doing these programs and I want to pay it forward. And that's awesome. Absolutely. We are here to serve. We are here to pay it forward. We know we have solutions, programs, products that actually work and help people get incredible results and change their life for the better. But that's part of our job description. That's what we do. But I want you to get a little bit more clear and say, well, what if money and time were no option, what's the vision that I want for my life? What would I love this opportunity to do for me? And I'll be very honest with you. My vision in the beginning was I just wanted to earn $500 a month to help supplement daycare and diapers. That was it. That was my vision. An extra $500 a month is an extra $6,000 a year. So don't discount like, oh, I don't know. And that's where I started. And I thought, man, if I could do that, I could alleviate some of the stress of our family. I wouldn't have to be stressed about finances. We wouldn't have to be living paycheck to paycheck. That would help us so much. And I visualize, man, how great would it be to have that extra income coming in where I could get my nails done and not be stressed out about it. Or I could put money away for Christmas and not have to charge things on credit card. Or I could actually save for Disney World and we could pay for our whole trip for my family of 5 in cash and not stress out about it. So I want you to get really clear. What's the vision? What is it? If that you could make this opportunity anything you want, what would it look like to you? Obviously, my vision has grown as I continue to grow, but when I first started, it was small, and that's okay. So I don't want you to limit yourself, but I just want you to know if your first vision is small, that's okay, but get clear on what it is that you want to achieve. The next thing I want to talk about is affirmations. I never did affirmations. I was like, kind of like, that seems a little woo-woo, kind of crazy. That's not really my vibe. I'm not into that. I'm good. I don't need it. But I will tell you, the words we speak have so much power. And I truly believe most of us aren't using our words to our advantage. So affirmations, I would get up and I would tell myself, I am a successful Beachbody coach. Every single day, I attract people to me who want my help and are excited to work with me. I'm building this to help my family in our future. And I am successful. I am strong. I am healthy. I am confident. I am. Whatever's coming after I am is what I want you to think positive about yourself. It will feel weird at first, but the more you do it, the more you start speaking belief, because it's so easy to be like, I don't think I can do this. Nope, switch it. I am successful. I am smart enough to figure this out. I am a successful coach. I just want you to start speaking that belief for yourself. Again, it's a practice. It takes time, but the more you can catch yourself thinking these kind of negative thoughts and switch to a positive, the better you'll be. And the last thing I told you is you might be a little bit scared, and that's okay. But let's switch the acronym of fear and let's change it to faith. Have faith that you're here for a reason. Have faith that you stepping out of your comfort zone has the ability to help somebody else change their life for the better. Please know the ripple effect of this business is very real. So have faith that you're here for a reason and you have what it takes. Enthusiasm. I just want you to be excited, right? You're going to be surrounded by a great community of women. We're going to plug you into our challenge group. We're here to help and support you every step of the way. You're not going to know it all, but it doesn't matter because guess what's contagious? Enthusiasm. When we first started our business, we had no idea what we were doing. We had absolutely no direction, no guidance, but we showed up every day and we shared with enthusiasm, and that attracts people to you. They're like, I don't even know what you're doing, but you seem really excited about it. Tell me more. So we want you to wake up being excited for what you're creating. Third thing is action. We're going to teach you how to take action every day. First things first, you're going to plug in and you start getting great results on your own journey. You're going to commit to your own fitness and nutrition program, and you're going to go all in by taking action. And then finally is resourcefulness. What's great about the year 2020, there's not much, but what's great about this year is that everything you could potentially want to know is on the internet, right? So if you have our message pod, that is where we want you to come in, pop in with questions. We will do our best to answer them as soon as we see them. That's a place where we're all going to grow and learn together. But you also have Google. You also have YouTube. We have Beachbody on our website. We have the frequently asked questions. You can search and type in there. So for whatever reason, your coach falls off the face of the earth, you can't get a hold of them, nobody's answering on the message pod, just be resourceful and know that the answers that you may need, I promise and guarantee they're out there. All right, one last thing I'm going to talk about mindset, and then I promise we'll get to the meat and potatoes of this. I want you to think of this analogy. Starting a business is like you are trying to go up an escalator that's going down. Have you ever done that? Like in the mall, my kids love to do that. They love to like freaking me out. The escalator's coming down and they're trying to like run up it. So you know what happens? You have to kind of put in a little extra effort in the beginning if you want to make progress up. Otherwise it feels like I'm not doing anything. I'm going. It's going to feel like, am I getting anywhere? And that's kind of how this business works. There's a success lag in this business that you have to be willing to put in 3 to 6 months of showing up, committing to your journey, sharing, inviting people to join your groups, and really going all in until you really start to feel it. Now, I will tell you, a lot of times what I see people happen is they're like, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm excited. And they go, they're climbing up that escalator that's going down. They're going up and they do for like 1 month, 2 months, even 3 months. And then life happens because let's be real, life is going to happen and it's never going to slow down for you to build a business. It just won't. We never know what's around the corner. But if you decide, you just have to decide I'm going all in. But let's say that month 3, they're like, you know what? I'm just going to take a break. Well, what happens when you stop moving on an escalator going down, right? You come down to the bottom. And then they're like, okay, I'm ready now. I got my life in order. I'm going to try again. Well, that's okay, except now you're at the bottom of the escalator again, and you have to work harder to get up again. So when you stop, the escalator stops. So I want you to make a decision right now that you're going to take time in the beginning to go all in and move faster than that resistance. And just know that when I make it to the top of this escalator that's going down, guess what? My next step, there's an escalator going up, and it's going to feel, you're going to have that momentum working for you on your side. I just want you to know that now, so that when you experience, you're like, this is what they were talking about. So if you're here on this call, let's decide we're going all in. We're going to give it our all. We always say, be here in a year, right? Time will pass anyways. Be here in a year. I guarantee you will look better, you will feel better, and you will change your life for the better. If you can commit right now, I'm going to give it everything I got for a full year.
Okay, so mindset piece is the most important thing, but mindset with aligned action, as we talked about first there in that mindset piece, is our bread and butter. We have to take action in conjunction with working on getting our mind in the correct space. So committing to a program is your first and primary focus. You have to take care of your health and fitness before you can help anybody else. Now, that doesn't mean you need to be at your goal weight. It doesn't mean you need to have completed a program. It just means you need to commit. It means you're committing to showing up daily. Maybe you've just started a program. Maybe you're about to start a program. That's perfect. When Raquel and I started, we had never done a program start to finish. We had never even tasted Shakeology. We started with the clients that we pulled into our group. We became coaches. We invited people to do our first challenge group with us, and we all started together. So that is 100% what you're doing here. Whether you were a past client and you've already got a great transformation, wherever you're at, we're all on a clean slate right now. We are all in the process of inviting people to commit to a program with us. And we are personally going to do that same thing. You can commit to MBF. You commit to the new program that's called 30-Day Breakaway. You can do 21-day fix. You can do lift for. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Make sure it matches your body. Make sure it matches your current stage. You can do bar. You can do postnatal. Brandy, I know you just had your baby. You can do whatever works for you, because whatever season you're in is going to be what people are following you. That's going to be their season as well. And then you're going to show up every day in your client group and in your community group. You're going to show up and you're going to talk about it. You're going to show up in your stories and on your social media. And don't overthink this part. We'll do training on this, but as you start to just practice on social media, just talking about what you're doing and what you're excited for and why you're doing it. It doesn't need to be perfect. No one likes to hear their voice. Just get it out there. Don't overthink it. Just start showing up daily. And your goal, your top priority for October, get results and share them weekly. It doesn't mean you need to drop 10 pounds. It doesn't mean you need to drop any weight, but you need to be getting results, whether that's mental, physical, emotional. You're learning how to eat when you didn't know how to eat 3 weeks ago. It can be any transformation that relates to you, but you need to have results that are happening and that you are also sharing. And then share how you're doing it on social media. Show your workout calendar, and then show when you're crossing off those days. Talk about, you don't need to, if you see Raquel and I, you may see us posting workout videos, or you see other coaches on Team VIP, Laura, posting workout videos. You don't need to post those if you don't want to post a workout video. You can just pop on and say, holy crap, I just finished leg day. I am already sore. I must go refuel. It can be honest. It can be who you are. It doesn't have to be anything fancy at all. Just getting it out there, because you're just creating curiosity over resistance. Anytime somebody puts something out that says, I'm now part of this, insert your favorite new business, people automatically get defensive, because they're like, okay, is she going to stick with it? What is this thing? And so what you've got to do is prove and show and build trust and be authentic. Because you're not selling a candle. You're not selling a piece of jewelry. You're not selling lipstick or whatever the case is. You're not saying, here, buy this product from me and you'll never hear from me again. When they purchase from you, that is the beginning of the relationship. That is the beginning of the journey. That's just when our work becomes. And you daily are using everything you're offering to your clients. That's the beauty of this coaching opportunity, is that you're doing everything that you're going to ask your future coaches and clients to do. So when they see you showing up doing that day after day, that builds credibility. It builds trust. And then they're looking at you thinking, they're not going to leave me in the dust. Because here's the number one hesitation people have with health and fitness. If they say it's money, that's a lie. Because what we offer is of high value and very low very low risk investment. But here's what people are hesitant about. So if they're telling you no, they're covering it up, it's because of this. Health and fitness is scary. Health and fitness is intimidating. I can't just put on a shirt. It's not like, oh, I can just buy that shirt from you that you got from wherever and I'll feel better about myself. Health and fitness takes time. It takes effort. It takes discipline. It takes motivation. So I need to know that I can trust you to not quit. Because if I sign up with you as my coach and I'm scared you're going to quit on me, I'm going to be left in the dust with this package. That's intimidating. So if you can create that authenticity and create that staying power where people know she's not going anywhere, she's in this for the long haul, I trust her to help me. That's what we're doing on social media.
The next part of what we do as coaches is we call this the invite, connect, and follow up. So hopefully you went through your new coach checklist. If you haven't yet, let us know. We'll send it your way. But what we want you to do is we want you to share this with the people who already know, love, and trust you, right? You can reach out to them via text, email, social media. We have an example message here. You have one in your new coach checklist as well, or unit 1 in our big page. But basically, just like you would do with anything that you're loving, you're enjoying, you naturally share things that you're excited about, right? Jessica was my best friend and I was like, oh my gosh, let's do this. Let's try this opportunity. So I came to her with the idea of like, let's do this together, right? Not weird because she's my friend. She already knows, loves, and trusts me. So that's what we want to focus on. Maybe it's sister, maybe it's your mom, maybe it's your aunt, your coworkers, women from your church, some of your girlfriends down the street in your neighborhood. Just say, hey, I'm so excited. I signed up to be in part of this amazing group of community. We're really working on our fitness and nutrition. Would you be open to looking at the information to see if it's something you'd want to do? Okay. Just a natural, normal, what would you say to your closest friends, right? That's all that we want you to focus on right now is going out and inviting people. I will tell you, we offer a solution that people need. Right now, I shared in my stories that I've been with my kids for 24/7 for the past 6 months in the pandemic. It's exhausting. And if I didn't have my time where I could focus on my fitness and fuel up with good nutrition and be part of a positive community, I would not be making it right now. Straight up. Do you know how many messages I received last night just from sharing that story of like, I would be drowning. There are women out there that need what we have, right? They need to move their bodies, right? They need to know how to eat well because when they're eating junk and drinking wine, feeling lethargic, feeling sluggish, looking in the mirror, not feeling confident, that spills over into every aspect. So I look at it as I have a gift that people need. I have an obligation just to share. It's not on me whether they say yes, they want to look at it, but you never know who's like, dear God, please send me an option. I need to feel better. I need to look better. I don't know where to start. And you could be an answer to a prayer for them. So I don't want you to overthink this part, but I also want you to go in knowing, man, what we have to offer people can truly change your life for the better. And if there was ever a time where people need what we have to offer, it is right now. So excited to share with your friends, get them in with you because I think it's so much more fun when you have a group all committing to start their journey together.
Okay, and then personal development. So this is going to help to fuel that mindset shift and to help keep you on the up and up because like Raquel said, even if it wasn't 2020, life is chaotic. Things are always going on, whether it's your job or your kids or a combination of both, things are always happening. So taking that time every day to refuel with outside resources and outside influences will help to keep you on the straight and narrow and help you to stay out of the chaotic newsfeed of media and really intentionally focus on what you're consuming. So National Wake Up Call is something that the entire network Beachbody does every single week. And so those are training calls done by other leaders within the network. When I started as a coach, this is how I learned everything about the business because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a training situation happening like what we're doing here. So I listened to call after call after call after call. I knew nothing about network marketing. I knew nothing about what I was getting into, but I knew I was really pumped and excited. So I listened to these on repeat and I still listen to them. They happen every week. There's a Coach 411 page on Facebook. You can follow that page. There's also a Team Beachbody podcast that plays the replay. So you have the options for that. Team VIP, we host a call every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, just like this. It's on Zoom, just like this. We will lead the call. We will have other leaders on Team VIP lead the call. We just finished a September series where we had other leaders within the network come and lead the call. So that is a place for us to come together as a team and learn and grow and continually be better. Some books that you can look into. You Are a Badass by Jensen Chero. This is great for confidence. If you feel like you lack belief in yourself and you lack confidence, this is a great book. One of the very first books I read. Rock Your Network Marketing Business. This should be the first book that you read. It's super short and it should have been in your coach welcome email. If you need access to it, please let us know, but it's a quick read or a quick listen and you can start those. These are the two that we recommend going through this month because you've got the Team VIP calls, you have these mentorship calls, lots of opportunities there, but make sure that every day you're trying to do at least 10 minutes of personal development where you're just filling your brain with good content, whether you're listening or reading.
And finally, we're almost done. We're going to wrap up with your first month goals. So we just talked about it. Your job, first and foremost, is to commit to your own journey. That's what's so great about being a coach is that my number one priority is making sure that I am committed. I'm taking care of my fitness. I'm taking care of my nutrition. I'm taking care of my mindset. So if you haven't already picked a program that you are going to complete and go all in, following the fitness calendar, following the nutrition plan, pick one today and let's just set a start date. Second, we just talked about you're inviting your warm market. So those people closest to you, you're going to invite them to join and start their journey right alongside you. And then finally, third, we're going to talk about this a little bit more, is we're going to hear us talk a lot about Success Club. And Success Club is just you helping 3 to 5 plus people a month start their journey with you. Okay, and we're going to talk about why that's important, what that looks like. And then finally, going Emerald. That is the first rank to achieve in this business. It is an easy rank to achieve. Most people do it in 1 day to 1 week, right? But we're going to tell you the importance of what that looks like and why. But first, here is how to hit Success Club. So Success Club is just a point-based system Beachbody provides us. We don't have any quotas. We don't have to sell anything, but it's a point-based system to make sure that those of us that are really looking to build an income and really build a profitable business, this helps make sure that we're hitting it. So Success Club is a combination of 5 points. When you reach 5 points, you've hit Success Club. Here's what that looks like. A challenge pack, which I'm pretty sure most of us in here purchased, which gives you access to Beachbody On Demand for the full year, and then gives you also access to both of our nutrition plans, the Ultimate Portion Fix and To Be Mindset, along with the containers, shaker cup, nutrition guides, and then people can either choose Shakeology for their nutritional, or they can choose the performance pack, which is Recover and Energize. So our pre-workout and our post-workout, or they can get the deluxe challenge pack that has all of them. But that's the most way that most people sign up because you get everything. You get the fitness, nutrition, you get all of it. It's the best option for people. That's what I sign people up with. That's worth 2 points. If somebody who is loving the gym, or maybe they do CrossFit or they do Camp Gladiator, or whatever the case may be, and they're like, I'm good on the fitness part, but I do need help with nutrition. I would love to add Shakeology into what I'm already doing. Awesome. I have a lot of people that drink Shakeology regularly, and maybe they're runners or they do other things. Shakeology on Home Direct is 2 Success Club points. Performance stack. So again, that's Recover. That's what we drink right after we work out to help with muscle soreness, help build that muscle. And then we also have Energize, which if you haven't tried Energize, let me just forewarn you, it's the best thing that ever happened. You will become obsessed. I believe everybody needs it in their life. And if somebody just wants that option, again, maybe they're already a gym goer, but they do need some healthy, clean nutritional supplements. That's a good option. That's worth 2 points. And then finally, Beach Bars, a 3-box pack is worth 2 points as well. These are incredible. 10 grams of protein, I think 5 grams of fiber. They are the best bar on the market. I used to be a big Kind bar, RX bar. We have transferred over into this because nutritionally, it is the cleanest, healthiest, less sugar option that I give myself and my family. We love all flavors. My kids, I literally have to hide them from them because we go through boxes so quickly. So those are all ways in which you can earn points towards Success Club. So we say helping 3 people because if you've helped 3 people, you earn 6 points, boom, you've hit Success Club. And again, these are what we call home direct auto ship. So they're on part of the pack is they're set up for the auto ship. No one's ever locked in. You can easily cancel, but it's a better way for them to get the most bang for their buck, bundled and better shipping. Now, Success Club, why is it important and why will you hear us talk about it a lot? Because it is the backbone of our business. When you hit Success Club, we know that's a monthly minimum to ensure that your products are getting paid for. I drink Shakeology every single month. I also drink Energize. I do a lot of the things, but that's making sure that I'm already going to be profitable by helping 3 people every single month. Also, something new that they started doing this year is when you become a success starter, meaning you help at least 3 people in the first 3 out of 6 months of your business, you become a success starter. What that gives you is a free ticket to our annual coach summit. We host it in July. It's incredible. You get to work out with the trainers. You get to have extra training through Beachbody. It's our annual event. It's incredible. We all go to it. It's an amazing experience, but you earn a free ticket to that for 2021. You also earn entry into a test group. So Beachbody is continually coming out with new workout programs. I swear every time I turn around, we're launching a new program. This is such a great opportunity that they started this year. When you're a success starter, 3 out of your first 6 months, you get entry to become in that test group for a new program. You get to work with the trainer. You get to be in a private group before any of the world, any of us ever get to see it and get to experience it first. Incredible. Jessica and I had the opportunity to be in a test group a few years back. It's a really, really fun experience. I think this is great that they've opened it up to new coaches being able to achieve that as well. So again, you'll hear us talk about it. You have access to these slides so that you know what it is. And if you have questions on what Success Club is, as we continue, let us know. But that's just a great goal to shoot for every single month to help you know you're moving your business forward.
Okay, so explaining the Emerald piece. So you saw on the first month goal that Emerald is a piece of your first month goal. So wanting to break that down so that it's not confusing and it's also not overwhelming. So when you look at it, a coach or a VIP customer has the ability to earn retail commissions and receive a discount on products. So you receive at least 25% discount on all products. You get early access and early availability to all brand new VIP programs, and you also get better, quicker, and less expensive shipping. So this option is available to you as a coach no matter what you do. If you never sell anything in your entire life, you can remain a coach forever and ever and just receive the discount. That's why we also call it a VIP customer option. I sign up 90% of my customers as coaches, even if they're not interested in running the business, because it does give them all of these perks. If you have questions about that, let us know. However, if you are on this call, there's a high likelihood that you are trying to build a business and you are trying to create income for yourself and for your family, and you want a long-term vision plan. So here's what the deal is. Emerald opens your business. This is like the kickoff. This is like, okay, I'm serious. I want to do this. I want to create a business. This opens your business and it opens the opportunity for passive income through a team cycle bonus. We will talk more about the details of that later. Don't let that overwhelm you. Just know Emerald opens that opportunity because you see yourself at the top. You have a coach on your left leg and a coach on your right leg. Your first 2 coaches will automatically go this way. So you send your share cart, you send them as a coach, you will automatically see this happen, and always just confirm with your upline, hey, I just signed up my first coach, or I just signed up my first VIP customer. Can you help me make sure they went to the right location? We as your upline will help you to make sure that you are doing those first couple of signups correctly so that you don't feel confused or lost. Most often, getting to Emerald quickly, like Raquel said, it can happen in a day. A lot of people go Emerald in a day because it's just a decision. It's deciding, yes, I'm going to do this business. Let's go. Your first 2 coaches generally are a VIP customer, one of your family members, your friends, your sister, your coworker. You're saying, hey, I'm doing this. I'm excited. I need you to do this with me and give me an honest testimony so that I know what I'm doing and I can kind of get my feet wet. You sign that person up as a coach. That's your first person. Your second person is a spouse or a parent. Same thing. You're saying, I'm excited to do this. I need your support. Let's do the darn thing. My husband was a coach before he even knew he was a coach. Now he runs the business and he knows. And when I say runs the business, I mean he works out and he knows he's a coach and he supports the business, but he does not actively do stories or Facebook or social media. The most coaching activity that he gets in is a workout and drinking Shakeology on the daily. That's about as far as his coachhood goes. But He was one of the first coaches that I signed up. I signed up my cousin because I said, hey, you're doing my first challenge group. I'm excited about this business. I need you to do this with me. And I signed up my husband. And that's how I became Emerald. And I did it on the same day. You can do it in the first week. You can do it as long as you get it done in that first month, because the sooner, the better. Because the minute you become an Emerald coach, our ranks become effective every Thursday. So today is Wednesday. This is the last day of the week in our business. So whatever rank you hold today, so today, let's say you decided, you know what, I'm going to become Emerald today. You sign up your 2 people today, you will wake up tomorrow as an Emerald coach. And the second you become Emerald, you start banking volume, which again, we'll talk about later, but basically you start depositing money into that future passive income. So just know it's important for your future business. It's important for your business right now. If you need help with that, always reach out to your upline and we can help talk details.
All right, so this is all that we have for today. I'm going to stop sharing and opening it up to any questions that you may have so that we can get them answered and you feel good as we get started. And if you can't take yourself off video, you can also post it in the chat below and we can make sure to answer those.
Hi, this is Michelle.
Hi.
I had a question, or maybe more advice, because this is really what's kind of like, I don't know, not holding me back because I'm going forward with it, but just kind of gives me concern or, just worry, is that a lot of like my network are very skeptical of quote unquote pyramid schemes. And in going through this, or, I've mentioned, hey, yeah, love Beachbody, do this. Like, I've talked about Beachbody before because I do the workouts, but now because I want to become a coach and I've just kind of talked to people about it, they're like, yeah, well, like that whole reaction. And so how, or what would you suggest, or how did you overcome, if you kind of had the same type of reactions, how did you overcome that and kind of get people on board?
Do you want to answer, Jess, or you want me to?
I'll start. So my husband actually thought it was a pyramid scheme when I started. He was like, oh, okay, good for you. That's cool. Like, are you doing one of those pyramid schemes? I was like, first of all, I'll cut you. Okay. Second of all, so what will work best is educating people through it, talking about it openly on your social media. Because for me, I was a big skeptic, but on the supplement side, because I came from health and fitness. And so I was a big skeptic because I used to hold supplements in our gym that I hated, and I got rid of them all because like they're trashy products, you don't need them, blah, blah. So first and foremost, do your research to make sure you feel comfortable and confident. Beachbody is not a pyramid scheme. Pyramid schemes are illegal. And being able to openly to educate yourself on it so that you can speak confidently on it will help a lot, because most people just say that because they don't know. And so on your social media, don't be nervous to say, you know what, before I started, I was so nervous because I was afraid people were going to think it was a pyramid scheme. But then I looked into it and I realized it's not a pyramid scheme, because a pyramid scheme, first of all, is illegal, and second, it implies that you are just getting purchases with no product or service coming through. That is what a pyramid scheme means. So that would mean that, Michelle, you signed up with me for $100 and there was no product and there was no service that changed hands. You just gave me $100 and then you turned around and you got someone else to pay $100, and you could never surpass me. I would always make more of the $100 than you would make, which that is a pyramid scheme, and that's why they're illegal. Network marketing is, yes, you have a team, and yes, you can collectively earn passive income, but anybody can pass anybody at any time. There are plenty of coaches within my downline that have surpassed their upline, both with productivity, both with rank and income, because they're working and their uplines aren't. Same thing. Uplines that are above us, Raquel and I may earn more than a lot of our people in our upline because they're not working at the same level or same pace that we're working. A true pyramid scheme would be looking at my previous job. This is how I would explain it on social media. A pyramid scheme for me was my previous job. I ran a health club underneath my owner. Here's the owner. Here's me. I'm the general manager. Here's all the staff. The staff could not make more money than me. I could not make more money than the owner of the club. That is a pyramid. What we do is not a pyramid. Does that help like make it make sense?
Yeah. And great advice to like educate. I know for me personally, if I don't believe in or know, I'm terrible at lying and pretending like I
Yeah.
do.
Yes. Yes.
And I think just
Yes.
talking
But
about
that's true
talking
of
about
any
it,
objection.
yeah, learning about it, talking about it, not being afraid to talk about it. Because I think same thing. We had my mentor, people who I absolutely loved and respected their opinion, thought the same thing for me. And I had to realize they're coming from a place where they really wanted to like protect me and make sure that I was being like, oh, don't get into something over your head. But most people don't know what the definition of a pyramid scheme is. And it's like, Beachbody's been around for 20 years. We have a AAA rating with the Better Business Bureau. If this was a pyramid scheme and illegal, it would have been shut down. But I had to go in and do my research, like Jessica said, so that I could feel super confident talking about it. And I think network marketing to this day is the most incredible business model. I'm like, wow, if people really knew how this business model is set up, they would do anything they could to get in. Because the way I was set, I had hit my income ceiling, had my master's degree, and I had hit my income ceiling at 30 years old. I could hope for a 1% to 3% raise, which honestly wasn't that much. And like I was stuck, but I didn't know any different. And then when I really did the research to look at this, I was like, oh, wow. And then also just knowing that many companies are set up this way. Real estates have the same model with brokers and how they work, and they earn bonuses off the success of their team. So there's a lot of different business models similar to network marketing, but sometimes I think network marketing gets a bad rap. But hopefully that helps you feel a little bit better about it. Good question.
Thank you.
I have a question. So I just know from my own experience from when I joined, because I had signed up for Beachbody probably about 5 years ago, because I've been doing the workouts on and off. And I had a good friend of mine who I had signed up as well. And we just kind of signed up with random people because we didn't know anyone and we didn't really have a team to join. And I switched team because I didn't even know who my upline was before, and I just wanted the coach mentorship and I've just heard you both preach that it matters what team you join, and so she feels the same way. And I know that y'all don't want to poach people per se, and I have no interest in that, but my best friend I was the one that convinced her to sign up a while ago, and now that I'm officially committing to being a coach, she wants to join me. So how would I go about switching her to join like under me?
Is she a coach right now or just a customer?
I think that she is signed up as a coach for the discount. So she doesn't actively coach, I guess, a VIP customer.
Okay, so we do have a rule in Beachbody that if you're signed up as a customer, you can't sign up with a coach unless you quit and cancel your account for 6 months. They do that to protect us for not having to like people would hop and switch based on who's like hot this month.
Right.
The way that I've had some people do that is if they want to actively coach, they'll just sign up as their spouse, work their account through him, and then when their 6 months is up, they'll re-sign up. I've had a lot of people do that before.
Yes,
okay,
I had
that
one
makes
recently
sense.
that, and when they sign up, so if you're signing up with your like as your spouse or even as your parent, you can still have your name reflect, basically. So yeah,
Okay.
if she decides to switch, but with that question, in case anybody runs across this, you may find people that you are inviting and talking to who already have Beachbody for whatever reason. Maybe they have BOD access because they've done it for years, or they've got a product, they use Shakeology. You may run into that. We're like, oh yeah, I have it, or I used it years ago, or this, that, and the other. If they're a customer, they can absolutely switch to you. A lot of times people sign up through Team Beachbody website, you will be randomly assigned a coach, even if you didn't sign up with a coach. So they may have a coach that they've never even heard of or heard from. They can absolutely switch over. Now, if you do have somebody who's like, yeah, I already use this XYZ, I always say, reach out and say, if you have a coach that's working and offering groups, I encourage you to go with them. But if you don't have a working coach, I would love the opportunity to work with you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Erin,
Erin, did you have a question?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a place for us to read more about the Emerald status, but are y'all going to go over that in a separate, not today? Because I really don't understand. I know you said you sign up your coach or 2 coaches, one could be a spouse and one could be a best friend or something, but then what do they have to do in order for you to keep that status? I'm sure you don't just sign up 2 coaches and they do nothing, right? They have to.
So the only thing that is that they are active, and the only thing to be active means that they have to either sell or purchase around $50 worth of product. So for me, for instance, I have Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology out of my account. I signed up my husband, and anything over that, like I love the collagen, I love the Energize, and I love Recover. So I order them out of my husband's account. I'd already be ordering that anyways. I just ordered out of his account to keep him active. So that's the only thing. Like, and same thing. My mom was a coach. She was one of my first coaches. She's not an active coach. She's never going to run groups, but she has a lot of autoimmune disorders, and Shakeology really helps with her pain and inflammation. So for her, she's ordering Shakeology monthly, just because she wanted the discount, was going to support me. Why not save money at the same time? And I always tell my people too, like, not everybody is a lifer. Not everybody drinks Shakeology indefinitely, but if they think they're going to actually, I have a lot of people that come with me that have 10 plus pounds to lose. And I'm very upfront with them and say, hey, it's probably not going to happen in 30 days. I can pretty much guarantee you're not going to see the results. If you think that you'd want to join me and be working consecutively for the next few months, I suggest signing up as a VIP customer, because it's going to save you money. And you can cancel, you can delay at any time. No one's ever locked in, but it's a way for them to like save money on purchases they would be making monthly anyways. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so they just have to either sell or buy something that's $50-ish a month.
Yes. And we'll tell you how to maximize the compensation plan, because also anytime something doesn't have points. So ladies, somebody's like, hey, I just want Beachbody On Demand, or I just want that energizing collagen I see you doing. Cool. I will sell it out of my husband's account. So here's why this is beneficial. And this might be too much, so don't stress. We're going to teach you. But basically, my husband's account earns commission, AKA what his is mine, right? And then I've also earned volume that goes towards my passive income. So it's kind of like I get to double dip. So when we tell you to get to Emerald quickly, it's because that now allows you to start earning weekly volume that turns into passive bonuses. We will send you a video that will explain it, because I'm pretty sure I did not understand this for the first 6 months of my business. But we want to make sure, as your mentors, we're setting you up for long-term financial success. So I'm going to make sure that when you sell something, depending on what it is, I'm going to make sure that we sell it. It's kind of like another business. My husband's account is an extra business that I get to profit from. So me getting to Emerald quickly was a long-term financial strength for me and my business. I'll send the video to make it make more sense, but ultimately, whether you get there with working coaches, sometimes it's like Jessica was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And we worked the business together. Jessica was my first coach, and then my mom was my other coach. Quite honestly, my biggest regret is not signing up my husband quicker. I wish, and we can explain that later as we go, but if you know I'm in this for the long haul, I want to be profitable and I want to earn substantial income, your spouse or an account that you can control should be one of your 2 customers. I'm not going to get into all of that, but let me just tell you, it was a massive mistake that literally cost me thousands every single week. So I want to make sure that no one else ever makes that mistake. So get to Emerald as soon as possible. If you're married, have one of your coaches be your husband. If you do that, you will be set up for long-term success.
And know too, even if your spouse for whatever reason goes inactive, or you're like, oh, I can't afford to keep both accounts active for whatever purpose, they can just stay in that place by paying $15 a month. And I promise you the investment of $15 over the long haul is 1,000% worth it. So even if that is like, ooh, all I can afford is my personal Shakeology and nothing else, or my personal Recover, whatever, you can still sign that person up in that place so that they're there, even if they go inactive. And then you can have somebody else as your active Emerald underneath them. You just want them in the very top spot in your business. So the coaches that become your Emerald, maybe they're working coaches, and that's awesome. But maybe your first 2 coaches are just customers and they just want to rock their own journey. That's great too.
I'll send a video that'll make it make more sense for y'all.
Okay. I'll just ask one quick question then. So if someone says, hey, I do just want to order the shakes or whatever, and you put them under your husband, are they going to so I'm assuming that his account has his email and his name and everything. So do they get emails that have my husband's name on it? And would that
So
be?
I just say,
So
go ahead.
you can put whatever email you want on his account. I put an email of mine so that it came to me. And then I always, like, if I sign up someone underneath my husband, I always put, you're going to see Caleb Warren as your coach. That's my husband. We work the business together, but I am your coach.
Okay.
And then, so, cause they're going to see, you know, Caleb Warren as my coach, but it's my name is on the email that they are sending and seeing, and it comes to me, not him. If it came to him, nobody ever would see it.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. Like, how does that work? Okay.
These are really great questions, y'all. Does anybody else have anything else? All right. Well, we will end here for today. I will get the recording up, so if you want to come back and watch it. And again, any questions that you have, our October new coach message pod is for you to be active, to ask questions, anything you need. We will make sure to get them answered in there. But I'm excited to work closely with y'all for the rest of this month. Or actually, we haven't even started October. I keep thinking today's October 1st, and it's not. But happy early October.
Getting the head start.
Yes.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.